So first, a little bit about my grinding setup. I put this wheel, added some extra height to it, and then I bought multiples of these diamond discs, and I use a 60 grit disc for grinding on my pieces. I'm mostly using B-Mix, and it grinds it beautifully. I have a bucket over here. Just find yourself a 5-gallon or whatever you can get. I drilled a hole through it. I went to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever your local hardware store is, where I suggest because of support. And drilled a hole in it, siliconed it, and then added this little push-on piece. It's real easy. This is a little piece of plastic hose, and then I happen to have this thing laying around. You don't even need this. You can just have that plastic hose come right down to here. I do this because I can then move it easily and have it set where I want it to set. So we have the potter's wheel. You can do this on your own potter's wheel. Just glue on a diamond plate onto a plastic bat with pins, drop it on, and you're ready to go. So you can be doing it right in your studio. I don't need a mask because I use water. I always use plenty of water because I don't want to have any of that dust in the air. So if you feel uncomfortable with that, go ahead and put a mask on if you feel like you're not going to get enough water on it, and it will create dust. That dust is glass, silica. I have already removed the bottoms, the risers and catchers from these pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this started, and I'll get the water going first. And the way I do that is just very simply turn that water on. It's just a dribble. You can see it. It doesn't take very much water. As this spins, centrifugal force is going to push that out to the side. So I don't have a foot control. I have a hand control on this one, on this wheel. Something you can buy if you want it, but you can also use a foot control. So once I get that going, and I'm sure that I've got plenty of water on the diamond disc, I proceed to just grind. One thing you need to know is if it catches, the piece is going to go away. It's going to fly out of your hand. So hold it, grip it tight. And then I'm constantly looking at the bottom to see how much I've ground. Then one more thing I did on my wheel is I put this little thing on my splash guard. And what that does is it allows me, when I have a handle, it allows me to take and grind the edge. And then finish up, I always finish up by making this nice and even around the edges. I'm not going to take the time here to do that, but just for aesthetics. So I'll take and grind this guy next. It's got a lot of glaze that came underneath, but it did separate, so I'm going to grind it. Just notice that I have very little water coming out of here, and I have no dust. You can see that the bottom is just all glaze, and I'm going to grind right through that glaze, but I have to be careful to not grind too far, or I'll eliminate my foot, and this one has a very shallow foot on it. So you get an idea. Now I can take this here and clean it up on my Fordham or Dremel, this little area here. And it's very easy. A diamond bit will clean that up very rapidly. So there's that, and then I'm going to do the edge. And again, I'm trying to be careful not to cut back too high on the edge. So again, I use this little, I just built this. It's just a couple of pieces of stainless steel, and I cut this out of here so I can get in here without grinding my handle. I want to thank you again for following me and watching my videos. And if you have any ideas or you come up with a new, better idea in terms of what I've shown you, I really want to know about it. I want to try it. Please feel free to email me. I will respond to you, and hopefully we'll be developing this art as we go along. So thanks again.